Bitcoin is breaking out exactly like predicted on all the latest YouTube videos on this channel. We've broken out towards new all-time highs and history is exactly repeating for Bitcoin here. And the last time we saw such a major breakout after a big consolidation phase, after this bull flag continuation pattern, that was in 2024, and there we saw a big move higher for Bitcoin. So basically we are just getting started here with Bitcoin breaking through new highs. I do think we have a much bigger Bitcoin price target to hit here. So it's starting to look very bullish. So guys, in this video we will discuss everything once again, the most important Bitcoin price data. We'll take a look into the latest news hitting the market. We will shortly discuss the upcoming pump.fun ICO here, and we will of course take a deep dive into Ethereum and altcoins. So from there guys, make sure to first of all subscribe to the channel and watch and like my latest YouTube video, and from there we can dive into the most important content. Since Bitcoin is clearly breaking out just like it did in 2024, and I'm expecting a major move higher here. We've broken above the most important resistance, and the thing is, we do need to see a continuation of the breakout here or a bullish retest. You don't want to see Bitcoin falling back into this bull flag. Currently I'm not expecting it, but we should always be open to that scenario. But to be fair, yeah, Bitcoin is just looking very bullish here. It's a very bullish break of structure here, so ultimately I do think this is going to be the breakout which is going to catapult us much higher from here, basically initiating that last move higher, which we have been talking about a lot on this channel. Because what's currently happening, Bitcoin is exactly following the global liquidity in this PO3 pattern. And once we overlay the chart with that global liquidity, it becomes very obvious that yes, Bitcoin is exactly following the global liquidity once again with this new move higher. I do think it's going to continue much higher because yeah, we have been exactly following that global liquidity in this PO3 pattern to the downside in the consolidation boxes and now to the top side once again. So it's simply looking very good here. So I don't think Bitcoin will be lagging behind that global liquidity for much longer, because we have seen a little bit of a decorrelation with the global liquidity, but now we are seeing a new move higher. That's also exactly what happened in 2024 at the ending stage of the consolidation phase, that the global liquidity started to move higher, but Bitcoin didn't break out directly here. It's very normal that sometimes Bitcoin and the global liquidity do decorrelate a little bit, but I do think now Bitcoin is about to follow higher. And yes, exactly the 2024 consolidation phase, it's looking so similar there. And right now the global liquidity is expanding at some of the fastest paces we've ever seen, so that's actually quite insane. So it doesn't look like this trend is about to stop anytime soon here, so that's making me even more bullish on Bitcoin there. We also have the US inflation dropping very hard currently, which could be an indication that we are going to see a more bullish Fed monetary policy in the near future there. Let's hope so. And now Bitcoin is also on the verge of breaking out of this HNS pattern, and this HNS pattern does have a massive price target here. So once Bitcoin is about to break that neckline of the HNS pattern, it's actually getting very close here. I do think a major Bitcoin move higher from here is going to happen anytime soon. And would make a lot of sense because it's basically happening from a setup we've seen a few times before during this bull market, where Bitcoin consolidates, fakes out to the top side, fakes out to the downside, and then makes a new big move higher. Actually, this consolidation phase does look a lot like what's currently happening here. Most of the times we do have the consolidation phase and always that liquidity grab lower. And that's also exactly what we've seen for Bitcoin during this consolidation phase. So yes, it does make a lot of sense for Bitcoin to trend much higher from here. And then let's discuss those ETF flows from yesterday, because Bitcoin saw once again a big and positive ETF inflows here, and also Ethereum saw massive inflows yesterday, just slightly less than the Bitcoin ETF. So that's a very bullish trend for Ethereum there. Guys, if you want to be trading Bitcoin and altcoins yourself, make sure you do it on Bluefin. I've linked this platform below under my latest YouTube video. make sure to check below out if you're getting interested in trading Bitcoin and altcoins yourself. And from there, I do want to quickly discuss the upcoming Pump.Fun ICO, because I do think it's going to be super important that you are aware of this, because it's going to take place on Saturday and it's actually going to be maybe even the biggest, but definitely one of the biggest ICOs ever. So that is going to have an effect on certain liquidity flows within the crypto market. And I do think net probably this isn't going to be something super bullish for the altcoin market, because it could be sucking out a lot of the liquidity out of certain altcoins. So basically for Ethereum, for example, it doesn't come at a great moment in my opinion, because we are basically on our way to $3,000, so that's absolutely insane. And that's also exactly what we have been predicting on this channel. I've been talking about this accumulation range so many times here, and currently we are breaking out of the accumulation range for Ethereum. And if we are not going to fall back, just like I did quickly discuss with Bitcoin here, if we aren't going to fall back, I'm expecting a major move higher, and I do think that $3,000 price target is next for Ethereum here. So it's looking absolutely insane, and because now we are seeing such a large move again, I do think it's going to be important to discuss the bull market price target. And I do like it to be a little bit more conservative. That's why I will be taking most of my profits at this conservative case, which is this $4,000 range target for Ethereum. If you're going to be a little bit more bullish on Ethereum, you could be looking at the price target over $6,000, and that would also mean new all-time highs. But yeah, this has been quite a tough bull market for Ethereum so far, and because we have had the chance to accumulate on these extreme lows for Ethereum, I do think this conservative case is going to be a super good price target already there. And actually Ethereum is currently also flashing a buy signal, a bullish crossover on the 2 weekly MACD, which is definitely quite a rare buy signal here, so that's making me even more bullish. Currently Ethereum is also flashing a new golden cross here. Basically Ethereum is just showing us that it does have a lot of upside potential. There's definitely a lot of bullish momentum here for Ethereum. So guys, it's looking quite good here. And just like discussed a few times within this update video, we have been discussing all these charts so many times on the channel. So if you don't want to be missing out on all this important information, and if you do want to be ready for those next market moves, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And then I will see each and every one of you in the next update video tomorrow.